All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the East Texas Regional Summit, Fall 2016. Welcome, brothers. Thank you for coming out and participating. We appreciate your time. I know y'all take time out of your day to come to this, and it's the whole weekend. So I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but unfortunately life happens. So I got a newborn at home, and this is where I gotta be. So, but at least we can communicate this way and take care of business. I'd like to thank Zach Dominguez for putting this together for us. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible. So, appreciate that. This is going to be a recap on last year's budget and money management. So the presentation that y'all heard last year, I'm just kind of going to go over it. A lot of stuff still applies to this year. So this is kind of, a recap of everything. And then also this year we're going to get a little bit more in depth into what y'all should be doing. And y'all did a pretty good job last year. It's just, we just need to keep things going and get a good momentum for this fall 2016 and spring 2017. First off, I'm going to start with debt, of course. Dues are always a big issue. Last year we had regional dues go unpaid for a while, so we really need to work on that. A lot of people missed some of the national dues as well, deadlines. So right now I have regional dues due on October 15th. So keep that date in mind. Nationals will be coming out with their date, and I do believe they're moving to an individual billing system. So an individual brother will be billed for their dues versus being billed all at the chapter level and the chapter owing the money instead of the brother. So of course, pay your dues on time, meet the deadlines. Nationals always puts out in their invoice what exactly days the dues will be due. So just pay attention to that. I know last year some of y'all in email were asking what were the dates, but all that stuff is given to you once you receive the invoice, so keep a copy of that invoice. And some of the chapters are still in financial trouble this year. So we want to kind of pick up those chapters and help them out with our regional plan. So we, of course, like last year, we said that we were going to implement 2-tier system, and it really didn't go too well because we didn't enforce it as much. This year it definitely will be enforced. So national dues is $125, regionals is $25 per active, and then of course if you are made to be paid in these tiers, your chapter, you will have to pay your chapter $50 in dues, and this will be for all chapters that have less than $2,000 in their banking account. If you have more than $2,000, then you'll be exempt from this. But the reason for this is to get your accounts up and get you at a level that you can be comfortable with financially and be able to operate your chapter. Second tier applies if you owe back dues. So what we're going to do is, if you owe back dues for regionals, we're going to take an extra $5 per active. If you owe back dues for nationals, we're going to take an extra $25 per active. This will be collected at the regional level. We will hold on to the money to pay nationals at the specific due date, and this way we help you get out of debt faster, and you're able to continue on with your operations. The 2-tier system is really there just to help y'all. I know sometimes, as college students, y'all don't always have the money, and it's understandable, but at the same time, we need to be on top of our dues. So in order to get rid of those imposed dues, of course, you can always fundraise, and we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this presentation. I'm going to have an activity for y'all. But really, fundraising is going to be the main activity to get rid of all this imposed dues on y'all. If you have the 2 fundraiser events that's required, and you're able to use that money towards your debt, we will not require you to collect the extra amount that's due. So another important topic that I'd like to discuss here is the importance of budgeting. Last year we tried to pick up this budgeting tool, and a lot of that kind of falls on me because I wasn't able to implement it for everybody. But this year I am definitely all hands on deck, and I will be implementing the financial tool for the chapters that want to use it. And I believe it'll provide lots of benefits for you, because there's going to be a lot of other reports that you're going to have to accomplish. And if you use the budgeting tool and the financial tool, it will help you accomplish all those reports in one setting. And just know that you need to be budgeting for events like parties, socials, fundraisers, brotherhood events, charities, and social events, service events as well. Every type of event is something that needs to be budgeted for, and I will be collecting budgets this year ahead of time. And if you don't turn in a budget on time, there will be a penalty for that as well. Y'all's handout is there for you, so you can go back later and review all this material, because there's a lot to cover and not that much time anyway. So just know that you need to be keeping track of all your finances and managing your money well. In order to do that, you need to be talking about it every meeting. Every meeting you need to go over what y'all spent, what y'all have in the pipeline as far as budgets, and then y'all need to get those budgets out to us as a report so we can help y'all. Because this year I've taken an interest in trying to keep us within regulations, especially the state of Texas and our government. So we'll be keeping track of sales tax laws. I will be helping y'all basically take care of your regulation requirements. So I will be providing you the tools for success, which would be the budget template and my financial tool. I will set up meetings with y'all to help you, implement it. So just let me know when's a good time for y'all, and we will schedule that. Reporting requirements. I want to go over this because this is going to be really important. Monthly P&L statements, which is profit loss. I need to be reviewing those with y'all. For the semester, I'm going to want a semester budget submitted in the beginning, and if there's any changes during the year, you need to be submitting those changes monthly. And of course, the reason for this is because I want to try to keep y'all within the UBI tax law and within sales tax laws. So there's some information in your packet about some ways to operate. It'd be really good for y'all to go over that whenever y'all have time. But another issue I would like to cover is a lot of y'all have been trying to get EINs to perform service events for money, of course, and those organizations are asking you for a tax ID. In order for you to have a tax ID, you actually have to be an entity, either an organization or or a regulated entity. I have plans to try to set up some nonprofits, 501c10s, and if you get with me, I can give you more information on this. Right now, I'm in the process of talking with nationals to try to roll this out nationally. But of course, we don't know exactly which way nationals is going to go. But if you are in need of an EIN to perform some of these tasks, please get with me and I will get you what you need so we can get the paperwork. There's a lot of benefits, and because right now, currently, y'all have been operating the wrong way. We as a national entity have been under the assumption that tax exemptions pass on to the chapters because our national fraternity is a nonprofit. And that would be true if our national fraternity was giving out the tax ID number so we could use it as well. But that is not the case. That has not happened. And of course it's for good reason, because they would have to be liable for anything we spent the money on, so that could put their tax exemption in jeopardy. So right now, as it stands, the current situation is, if you don't organize as a nonprofit at the chapter level, you are leaving yourself open to sales tax laws. Sales tax laws are really important to follow, especially if y'all are buying stuff for resale, if y'all are selling t-shirts, if you're selling food. All this stuff sales tax actually applies to. And then at the federal level, you could be actually charged federal taxes on this because you're not set up as a nonprofit. So it's really important that we get these filings taken care of. Right now, like I said, Nationals is taking a look at this. So all this is it's voluntarily done by the chapter. I've done the research on it. I've already put together some packages. So please get with me if y'all are in need of setting up these nonprofits. I do recommend this for all chapters, regardless if Nationals picks this up or not, because y'all are putting yourself at risk for these sales tax laws and federal taxes. Because we do basically kind of operate as a business, and y'all do business transactions. In order to get those as tax exempt, you have to be a nonprofit. So I just want to leave y'all with a couple things to think about. Please, if we haven't implemented this at the national level, please look at it at your chapter level. It's very important to become a nonprofit, especially in the activities that we do. And then also pay your dues. Nobody likes when others don't pay their dues. I had some chapters last year have problems collecting dues, not as much, because everybody pretty much tends to take care of their business. But there's a few individuals out there that we won't say any names, but you know who you are, and just work with your chapter to pay those dues off, because we would like to work with you more than try to put you out there and embarrass you because you're not taking care of your business. Right now, I want to try to set up monthly meetings, and I will have monthly individual meetings, and then I am also going to have a group chapter meeting October 22nd and December 3rd. So plan to meet with me over the phone on those days, and then also plan to meet with me at least once a month. Now I'm gonna break y'all up into groups. I'm gonna have the chapter presidents and treasurers in one group. They're gonna break off into some separate groups by themselves. Then we're also gonna have the rest of the active body break off into some groups, and the active body will be doing a budgeting activity that will go through and help you actually set up budgets and know exactly what goes into a budget, so you can be effective whenever you go back to your chapter. And then the presidents and treasurers are going to do a budget activity with putting together some profit and loss statements, and this is to prepare you for the required reports that I'm going to be asking for. So again, if y'all have any questions, my name was Henry Cordova from Ada. I'm a certified public accountant, so I do have background into the issues that we are talking about. And questions, you can email me or you can call me at 832-693-4149. All right, brothers, I really appreciate your time, and I really hope that y'all, take in what I've said, and then, take that back to your chapters, and hopefully you'll be able to apply this and have a successful year. So I appreciate it.